What is up, guys? It is HTLQ here, and today I am finally doing my first Beyblade related video. Um, Most of the time, I just don't have the time to kind of work things out in terms of how I want to set this up because I usually record pretty late. So I try to I try to figure out, well, what's the quickest way I can do it. But I had a little bit of time now, so um, yeah, today we're talking about Beyblade. Um, and what I'm thinking I want to do for the channel as of right now, and possibly a permanent series. So, as it stands right now, I still want to do battles and everything in terms of what I know, other bladers would want to see when it comes to certain matchups and everything. But because of like my timing right now, I can't really do that just yet. And I'm really sorry about the lighting. My light literally died as I was trying to record this, so sorry about that. But yeah, just I want to do battles, but um, those will most likely happen closer to like summertime. That's usually when I have the most time. It's usually when I actually pull out the full stadium to practice and everything. Um, when I have time. As you can see, I have this little mini stadium. So this stadium came from a fake Beyblade set from Beyblade Burst that you just get on Amazon. But while I don't use like the fake bays or anything like that, this little stadium comes in handy. Like I guess for someone like me and how I tend to use my bays. Typically, I have this little stadium here, right on the corner, like right off screen on the corner of my table here, and I just keep it there permanently for when I'm doing schoolwork and stuff like that. I just like to have like one or two bays and a string launcher because it's the simplest out of everything, and I just spin a bay. I just rip it in there and just let it spin while I'm doing schoolwork. Like that's literally it. And so when you guys start, putting in your suggestions for battles and everything, those are gonna happen, sometime around summer and everything. But I do want to get those battles going because I feel like those, like I said, I think I said it in a previous video, but I really want to be able to do the battles that I feel like a lot of us don't get to see, um, because creators, they don't have the time to do all of them. You know what I mean? And so I want to be one of those people who can hopefully put those battles together for you guys, and even for myself to be able to see those see the kind of combinations that you guys come up with. So that will happen eventually. A little bit about me and my blading experience and journey. I've never done any real life tournaments. I've never really been able to have access to people to battle um, like that. Where I'm from, I didn't really have access to bays like that, even though I grew up with it and I used them and everything. It's only been in my later years that I was actually really able to buy bays and actually be like caught up with the generation. I was always behind when it came to getting bays and everything. Most all I could really get was the anime for the most part. And whatever bays were around in my area were really expensive. So yeah, it just wasn't that much of a thing growing up. Defense types have always been my favorite. They still are. Night Mail is my guy in this generation. Night overall, but yeah, just all the defense bays for this generation have always been my thing. As I'm sure you've probably noticed if you've been paying attention, Nightmail is probably the only bay that's been moving around this entire video. Um, but that's kind of because of just the parts that I had on it. Uh, it had a high needle on it, and so I'm just switching that out with every bay I spin in order to uh, kind of keep them chill. Um, Not too much more, I guess I need to say honestly, unless there's anything else you want to know. But with that said, that does go into um, what I kind of want to do for now as a series personally, something that I personally enjoy, that I feel like, maybe you guys might enjoy it, maybe you might not. Um, but I wanted to do a series called, I'm not fully set on the name yet. Either I'm thinking of Let It Spin, which I feel like is what I'm leaning more towards. Um, and I think my other idea was like Let It Spin Chill, but I kind of like Let It Spin more, where basically I just do a um, short. At least that's what I'm thinking. I feel like shorts would be better for it, where I just pick whatever bay, whether by request or whatever I choose for that video, and just basically do what you're seeing now. Just let it spin. You get to see it just chilling there with music, maybe no music. Well, I would hope to have music, but yeah, and just kind of let it be there because I like that was like one of the major things for me that kind of probably kept me in the hobby like that. And what pulled me into it to begin with, I think we all kind of could agree on one way or another that it's just for whatever reason just enjoying to watch the base spin. And for some people it is different in the sense that some people like attack types tips, so they rather see it moving around, which is I can say I can agree with that as well. But just for the purpose of the short and the enjoyment of and beauty and appreciation of the bay, um, I would use more defense type bits, or really whatever bit helps to keep the bay uh you know centered as much as possible. So hexa, spike, needle, high needle, and balls, orb, those can work as well. But whatever would allow us to just be able to enjoy the bay spinning without it being aggro and moving all over the place, which again, not the worst thing or anything, just in terms of the purposes of the short. So that's kind of an idea that I've wanted to do. Um, and I feel like, that some people might like that, some people might not. Just let me know what you guys think in the comments. I admit I don't have every bay out there. Um, I am just, an ordinary guy buying bays like you guys. If you're from, any of my Pokemon opening videos, welcome. I appreciate you checking this out just out of curiosity. If you've never been interested of Beyblade or didn't really know about it like that, um, but yeah, so that's really my main goal for the Beyblade side right now. Also, probably just showing off like custom bays that I've painted, but that's really all it is. Just wanting to do quick videos, quick shorts of, basically anyone's favorite bay just spinning for them. There are plenty of people out there who might still not have the ability to get bays right now. And there are just people who, like seeing videos that are appreciating their favorite bays. I can definitely be one of those people as well when I see stuff like that. So, let me know what you guys think on that. That's pretty much all I wanted to say right now. Now that I was thinking, I mentioned it earlier. I probably should have had some of the bays I painted a bit more on there, but I mean, as you can see, like I've painted a lot of the prongs on um, some of the bays. I also painted, even though you can't really see this well. Hopefully that's clear enough. I've painted the prongs on the Nightmail Gold. I posted this to a subreddit before. A lot of people liked it, um, and I think as people have said they've done it as well. Uh, but yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.